I got it on, but you know, it was one of those where robot can't move. Yeah, that's it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stanzie and welcome to today's video. So today's video is another one of my try on Tuesday videos, and as you guys can tell by the title, I went over to Kmart. Now I feel like it had been a while since I had been to Kmart, and I thought, seeing as you know we're in March now, the seasons are changing, we must be getting some autumn stock in, so I wanted to have a look and see what was out there. Granted, it's freaking humid, that's why I have the hair up today, and it's still hot and it hasn't stopped raining. But I do know, you know, the seasons don't care about how the weather actually is now. They just have their like turnaround times of what they want to put out there. So I was like, let me have a look in Kmart, let me look in the straight section, let me look in the plus section. And the first thing that grabbed my eye was this purple jacket. Now I was like, hello purple jacket, my favorite color, and especially that soft lilac. I saw it was linen, which I'm not a huge fan of, having like a linen jacket, but sometimes you just have to try things on, you never know. Now this was in the straight section, so it only went up to a size 20, but it was like a 20 in the straight size, not a 20 in the plus. Nevertheless, I grabbed it and I thought, let's give it a go. Oh, well, I managed to get it on, but it was too tight. Very tight in the arms. Like, I got it on, but you know, it was one of those where robot can't move. Yeah, it was tight. Otherwise, it wasn't too bad. I absolutely loved the color. I mean, it's linen, doesn't really have a stretch, so therefore I kind of knew, and it would be something that I would definitely need to size up in, even probably if it was in the plus section. It was lined on the inside, which I did like, and it had the one button, which I could actually manage to button it. You could tell that it looked small, but if I really wanted to like button it up, I could. I just want to show you guys that. And I know in stuff like this, if something doesn't have stretch, it's very unlikely to fit me in the straight section. But I know not everyone is plus size that watches me, so I want to show you guys a little bit of what's just out there in general. The jacket had pockets, and it was like loosey down here, which means you could, you know, do that fold up with the sleeves thing like I am doing with my shirt. I liked that as well. So look, if it fit you, like, because for me, I would say it's a no because it didn't fit me, but I think if it fit me, I actually would have liked it. So if you're someone who's smaller, check it out because that color is just superb. And that jacket retails for $30. Next up, still in the straight section, because that's kind of how the store works. The straight is first. I grabbed this singlet because I really liked the floral pattern, but I really love the color tone of it. Like the yellow and the blue just look so cute together. So I grabbed it because I have a couple of very similar like tops, like with the buttons all the way down, that I've gotten from Best and Less, and they fit me just fine. So I grabbed this in the bigger size, the size 20, and I did manage to get it on, but it was a little too small, especially in the bust area. It was fine, like all the buttons buttoned up, but you could see the little gaping, so I probably would have needed, I mean, this shirt fits me, it has a bit of gaping too. I'm bigger chested, so if you're smaller chested than me, I feel like it would fit you. It didn't have stretch, and the weird thing about this shirt was the fabric was like that really stiff kind of, I don't know if it's a linen, but it was like really stiff, which means it wasn't flowy. Like the ones that I already have from Best and Less were nice and soft. This one was a little bit stiff, so it was also a little too tight in the hips. Like I couldn't pull it down if I wanted to, but normally with these tops I would wear them tucked in anyway, so it was kind of cute. So if you like something like that, check it out. That was, as I said, in the straight section, size 20, and it retails for $15. Next up, still in the straight section, I tried on a size 20 in this like turtleneck sleeveless top, and it was really cute. The material was really nice and soft. So it was kind of that material that's soft and that has that little like fluff looking a bit on the outside. The inside doesn't as much. And what I really liked about it was the turtleneck was like big, so it wasn't like, you know, those really tight skivvies that you wear around your neck that gets all your makeup. This one was like up there but a lot loose sitting off your neck, and I like how it was like that thick rib. I really liked it. I thought this was very flattering. It was pretty. Of course it had a bit of stretch to it, that's why it fit me just fine, and it sat really nicely. I would definitely wear this one tucked in. You could wear it out. It sat at like that kind of, for me I find that a wide length. I definitely think you should tuck it in, and it was just a beautiful green. And the fabric also, for being like a soft fabric, it was actually a little bit thicker, which I like. So this would be a perfect transition top that like you could wear a jacket over, a cardigan over, and if you get hot you can take it off, but you still look good because the top underneath looks good. So I highly recommend that. And this top was only $12. Next up, I made my way over to the plus section, and this like burnt orange dress stood out to me. First of all, I'm not really a fan of like high neck tops or dresses. I just feel like because I'm bigger chested, they don't suit me. I feel a little bit suffocating and they're not as flattering on me. But as I've said in the past, I like to try things on because we all have different body shapes. So something that might not look great on me might look great on you. So I grabbed this one in a size 22, and it was a cute little dress. Now the fabric was that like t-shirt material, so it was quite sort of thin and kind of clingy to your body, like shows your lumpity bumpities. So if it's something that you don't like, I probably wouldn't recommend it, because when you look at it, it was like a t-shirt from the top to the bottom, and then it came out a little bit. It was cute, a cute little short length just above the knee, and I do feel like it stayed nicely on me. And I really liked the sleeves. They actually had the elastic down the bottom here, so it kind of stayed put. If you wanted to, you could actually move it up or move it down, but I kind of like that a little bit more of a fitted arm look than the too baggy if it comes a lot lower. And I thought the bottom of the dress was like flirty. I love how it kind of had that kind of ruffly sort of detail on the bottom. So this dress I really liked. And that dress retails for $15. So next up, I actually tried on a couple of white dresses because I'm into white lately, but also they were the ones that I saw. So I grabbed this one that was in the straight section because it had a bit of stretch, and I really loved how pretty it looked. It was just, I love the fabric, and I really loved how it was like there was two pieces to it. So you had the underneath that was like a lining, but it was like a dress lining, and then you had the fabric that sits over it, which is like a see-through fabric, and it also was like, it had a little bit of stretch, and it had that like really crinkle material that's like you don't iron. Now I tried this one in a size 20 because 20 is the biggest in the straight section, and I feel like it fit me pretty decently. Now look, if you actually had one size up, I feel like the dress would have looked like really great because it wouldn't have like really hugged my stomach area as much. But nevertheless, I still think this one stayed really nice on me. I love the sleeves, how it was kind of like flirty, and they sort of sat down, but you know, they kind of just had that little wingy type effect, but not over the top. I really loved the square neckline. It's probably like my favorite neckline, and I loved how the length of it down the bottom, and I really liked how kind of it wasn't exactly like the lining to the bottom, so you could still see a little bit of the see-through bit on the bottom, especially because it went over the knee. All in all, a really cute dress for like going out. I feel like it's a picnicky dress, but it's not something I would wear to a picnic, but I feel like it's such a cute little day dress with some like white sandals or some nude ones, even a hat. Really cute. You could dress this one up, you could pop a belt on it. I definitely recommend it. And that dress retails for $25. Next up, in the plus section, in the 22, I grabbed another white dress, and this was a linen dress. So this one didn't have any stretch to it, and it kind of was like a thick but not stiff material, just like nice and thick. And looking on the hanger, I was like, yeah, that looks okay, I'll give it a try. But when I put it on, I actually really liked the way it looked on me. I liked like the deep V-neck, I liked the buttons that went all the way down, and I liked the kind of flirtiness down the bottom, that it wasn't like bodycon, it kind of sat a little bit A-line-ish. And it also had pockets, and I really think the pockets just looked really cute. And also, like, I just love having something with the pockets. It's not something that like other people can actually see, but you yourself know it's there. And I kind of like, you know, even if you're going to take pictures with it, like I like you put your hand in your pocket. I just really liked it. Now normally I don't like dresses that do kind of cut off under the boob there, because this, I felt like for me, especially because I'm bigger busted, it was kind of gonna have that baby doll vibe. But the fact that it was sort of cut into like an A-line, it actually looked pretty good. So I didn't mind it at all, because I know you guys that know me know like more bodycon sort of stuff, or stuff that at least cinches me in at the waist. And I feel like this kind of did that job, like not too bad. Like it's like a nice really day dress where it's nice and flowy, and especially when it's a hot day, like I just feel like it would be such a pretty dress to wear. And that dress retails for $28. And lastly, in the plus section, I tried on this long blue dress in a size 22. It was also that t-shirt fabric, so I wasn't too sure how it would look, and to be honest, I didn't really like how it looked on me. I felt like it was a little bit frumpy. I feel like it's possibly a dress that you would wear like around the house, or just like from here to there, where you just kind of don't really want to be bothered that day. You just want to like throw something on and be comfortable and head on out. I did like the tiered bit of it, because I just felt like it gave a little bit of more structure to the dress. I just feel like, I don't know, on me, I didn't really like how it sat. Probably because it was that baby doll style where The cut of it kind of sat just after my boobs in the waist, but it didn't come in, and then it went all the way down, and I felt like it just didn't give me any shape. So this one I particularly didn't like, but if you're looking for something just super cash and just like, you know, pop it on and head on out the door and not care, or even for around the house, it's not too bad. And that one retails for $18. That was all that I tried on in the clothing section. I then went to have a look to see if they had any like new accessories. I didn't really see any new bags, or nothing stood out at me. I saw they had some scarves in there. They had some really pretty ones. I liked some of the color tones that they had. And they also had a few beanies and some gloves. So they're starting to get into the winter stuff as well. I then popped on over to the shoes because I wanted to see what sort of shoes they were. There were a lot of flats. There were still some sandals. I didn't really see, there was a couple little boots, but it looked like they were kind of last year's leftovers. So I feel like the transition into autumn is like flats that are covered flats, which is like really comfortable. So I thought I'd try on a few pairs. So the first thing I tried on was these nude flats, and they had this really textured like fabric. It was like a lacy, thicker fabric. I really liked them. They were quite pretty. Now I'm a size 9 in shoes. I feel like they fit me comfortably. They stayed on really well. I really like the look of them, and the color tone worked for me as well, and I feel like these ones would go along with so many things, and they'd really make any little dress look really pretty. And those ones only retail for $10. Next up, I've been looking for kind of slip-on nudes, because I feel like sometimes when I'm doing videos and taking photos is so much easier. So I saw this pair and I really liked them. They were just like a nice, like a pinky nude slip on, and they had the like a little bit of a thicker heel and not too high as well. So they were really pretty. I tried them on. I really liked those. I can't remember the price, so I'll have a look online and pop it on the screen for you guys, but everything was really very inexpensive. So I highly recommend those two. And lastly, I saw another pair of like slip-on ones, and these ones were kind of like a cream nude. And I really liked the little gold buckle thing that they had on top. So I grabbed those, and they were weird. When I started, well, the funny thing was I just grabbed them because I looked at the top. I didn't look at the heel. So I started walking in them and I was like, I am wobbling. Why am I wobbling? And I realized they were like a little kitten heel with like a tiny little kind of stumpy little heel. And it was just not for me, not someone who's like a plus size like me. I was like, ooh, wobble. They looked good on top, but they weren't for me. Those ones retailed for $20. I'm hot. Chippy's been making me get up and open the door and close for him a million times. And that is the end of my adventure at Kmart. I actually didn't even go to the homeware section because I'm afraid that if I go there, I'll find something and I'll spend money, and I'm not spending money at the moment. So all in all, there are a few things out there. I feel like they are slowly transitioning to autumn, which is going to be good to see. So I'll probably give it like a month. I might do another Kmart one in a month or so to see what really is out there, because then I feel like the weather will start changing for us and we actually will want to wear autumn things, whereas now I just feel like, I know it's March, but like, no, we're still in like summer season, unless people are actually wearing their like gum boots because it's raining but otherwise it's still pretty hot here. And that is the end of the video. If you did enjoy today's video, and if you do enjoy my Try On Tuesday videos, please don't hesitate to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button below and that bell for notifications, because if you like these sort of fashion videos, beauty videos, lifestyle videos, join the Stanzie.star family and you'll get quite a few of those every week. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.